Hello everyone. My name is Ju. Hope you all are doing well. In this video, we'll be discussing questions very similar to Azure AI-102 certification. We'll walk through the question, discuss each and every options in detail, and figure out the correct answer. So if you're preparing for AI-102 certification, feel free to watch the videos in this series. Now, a basic knowledge of Azure AI services will be helpful for you to understand these questions better. Now, the link to the training which I watched to prepare for the certification will be given in the description box below. This training was very helpful for me and it helped me to pass the exam in the very first attempt. I would highly recommend this training if you're preparing for Azure AI-102 certification. Now to the question. You have a chatbot that uses a custom question answering application. You enable active learning for the knowledge base used by the application. You need to integrate user input into the model. Which four actions should you perform in sequence? For the knowledge base, select Show Active Learning Suggestions. Create a new model with alternate questions. Approve and reject suggestions. Save and train the knowledge base. Select the properties of the Azure Cognitive Services resource. Publish the knowledge base. Modify the automation task logic app to run an Azure Resource Manager template that creates the Azure Cognitive Services resource. Now let us break down the question. What are the keywords present in the question? Now the question is regarding a custom question answering application. So what is a custom question answering application? So it is a service offered by Azure AI language which is used for answering user questions. Now we have already enabled active learning for the knowledge base used by the application. So for a custom question answering application, in the backend there will be a knowledge base where we will upload all the documents and train the model. So that is where all the documents used to train the model is residing. So we have to enable active learning for the knowledge base of the application. So to do that, which four actions should be performed? Now let us get into the documentation. So first of all, what is a custom question answering? So it is a natural language processing that allows you to create a conversational layer over your data. It is used to find appropriate answers from customer input or from a project. So it helps us to build conversational client applications. Now, a custom question answering model will have a knowledge base to which we will upload all the documents. Or if we are using FAQ documents to train the model, we'll upload those to the knowledge base and we'll train the model. And if the training is successful, we can deploy the model and use the prediction endpoint for user queries. Now this documentation is about active learning. The active learning suggestions feature allows you to improve the quality of your knowledge base by suggesting alternate question based on user submissions to your question and answer pair. You review those suggestions, either adding them to the existing questions or rejecting them. So enabling active learning happens after the model is deployed. So once the model is deployed, users start using the model. And to improve the quality of the deployed model based on the user questions, the model will log those suggestions and we have to go through those suggestions and approve it or reject it. And after approving those suggestions, we have to retrain the knowledge base, and this will improve the quality of our application. So that is what is active learning. Learning from user inputs. So what are the steps we have to follow? So first we have to turn on active learning for alternate questions. So now what are alternate questions? So maybe in the document which we use to train the model, there will be multiple question and answers. But for a single answer, there will be multiple questions. For example, what is the cost of this product? That is one type of question. Or the user can ask, how much does this product cost? Or another way of formatting the question is the cost of the product is less than $50? So the user can ask multiple type of question, but the answer remains the same. So that is what alternate question is about. So the model will collect all these alternate user questions and we can verify these alternate questions. We can accept it and train the model to improve it. So for that, first of all, we have to turn on active learning. So what to do that? So while creating the service or in the service settings, you can say here active learning. So Q&A maker is the older name for custom question answering service. So both are same. So in the service setting, you have to enable active learning and save it. Now, once the active learning is enabled, the knowledge base suggests new questions at regular intervals based on user submitted questions. Now, next step is we have to review and suggest alternate questions. We have to review those suggestions made by the model and we have to either accept it or reject it. So we can go to this URL. So we have to turn on active learning. We have to show active learning suggestions. From here, we can see all the suggestions. After that, you can add or delete all suggestions by selecting add all or reject all. So whatever suggestion you want, you can add it or you can reject it. After that, you have to select save and train to save the changes to the knowledge base. After that, you have to select publish to allow the changes to be available for the generate answer API or the changes to be available for the users. Now let us get back into the question. So to enable active learning for the knowledge base of a custom question answering application, which all steps we have to follow? So the first step is for the knowledge base, we have to select show active learning suggestions. After that, we have to approve and reject suggestions. The next step is to save and train the knowledge base. And the last and final step is to publish the knowledge base. So these are the 4 steps to follow. First is select show active learning suggestion. We have to approve or reject suggestions. Then we have to save and train the knowledge base. After that, we have to publish the knowledge base. So do we need to create a new model with alternate questions? No, there's no need of creating a new model and training it again. We can save and retrain the already existing model and publish it. Then select the properties of Azure Cognitive Services resource. That is to see all the properties of the resource. It is not to enable active learning. Next is modify the automation task logic app to run an Azure Resource Manager template that creates the Azure Cognitive Services resource. So an Azure Resource Manager template or an ARM template is used to deploy infrastructure. So it has nothing to do with enabling active learning in the knowledge base. So the correct answer is option 1, 3, 4 and 6. If you find this video informative, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.